Hey everyone, how's your Saturday been? I hope you've had an opportunity to go and look at the beautiful crystal grid that was created today to honour Saturday's chakra, which is our third eye chakra or brow chakra, located in the middle of our eyes. So let's have a start with gazing on this crystal grid. I'm going to try and work this phone a little bit better today and flip this around so we can have a really good look at our crystal friends that were on the crystal grid. Hi Kylie, thanks for joining us. Here we go. Here we go. All right, this is the grid that was created today. And on here, we've got our beautiful amethyst point right in the middle. And then surrounding her are some other pieces of amethyst. And then we've got this gorgeous piece here. I'm going to pick one up and see if you can get a better look at that. That, my friends, is lepidolite. I'm saying that really slowly to make sure I don't get tongue-tied. Lepidolite. Nice, right? And lepidolite actually comes from the microgroup of minerals containing three-part series of varying ratios of lithium and aluminium, which is why you're seeing all those shiny flecks going on in there. So there's going to be different degrees of it in every single piece. But the name lepidolite actually comes from the Greek word for scale, because it's of its association to restore balance. It's a really great gemstone to help restore balance and harmony within ourselves. That's pretty good, eh? So there's a few of them in there, and they're just forming a beautiful, beautiful balancing ring around this amethyst today. So lepidolite is actually also known as a stone of transition, because it helps us in the release and the reorganization of old behavior and psychological patterns, and really helps us to gently induce change, which is what we're all leaning towards realizing that we have to do right now, isn't it? And it really helps to bring deep emotional healing and soothing, and reducing stress and depression is a big, big, big benefit of this particular gemstone. So I love using it because it actually helps dispel negativity as well. Yeah, so it really assists us in being used for, it really insists on being used for the higher good. Yeah, so don't diss on this little guy, which is good. So what else we got on the grid today? We've also got, so we've got a tiny little egg that was rolling around there, which is actually a tiny little fluorite egg. I've got an amazing tower of fluorite, so this one's not doing it justice, this lighting, looking at that tiny egg, but there's our fluorite tower. Isn't she magnificent? It's really beautiful. And also gracing the grid today, it might be a little bit dark to see this, I'll hold it up. Azurite on malachite, a beautiful third eye chakra combination. You can see the blues and greens, the malachite being the green and the azurite being the blue, going through in a real raw state there. So without any further ado, let's get to the cards that were drawn today. Now, these came out pretty late, so I do apologise. The day has led me astray elsewhere, but the first card that we drew today was indigo, and this one says improve your vision. It's a nice colour, isn't it? And the message in improve your vision is just to focus on your eyes, and are you having any concerns or ailments around your head or eyes or ears or nose, and to treat them accordingly. Because sometimes our mental state comes out, our mental and emotional state comes out as things like anxiety and depression, because our eyes can't see clearly for the problems that we have, and we end up creating stress and tension around those areas. So what we can do to help look after our eyes is just to focus on our eyes and look at them. Are they tired? Are they heavy? Are they light? Are they relaxed? And lightly penetrate. Imagine that you've got indigo light penetrating into your eyes, and that this light is trying to find any dark spots in your field of vision and will dissipate them. And you can do this by placing your palms over your eyes, actually. Gently hold them there for a few minutes and allow your eyes to just relax completely. The next card that was picked is Plum. And the message of Plum is overcome your challenges, which is pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? Isn't it a beautiful colour? I mean, I'm absolutely loving diving into all these colours at the moment. So, to help us overcome our challenges with the colour Plum, the colour of Plum is actually the colour of devotion and dedication and commitment. So it really allows us to connect with our heart and discover our life purpose. So it can help us sort of create deep bonds in our relationships of choice, and helps us stay strong through hardships and difficult times. So really, really fitting for the time that we're going through right now, wouldn't you say? The next card that was selected is Lilac. Isn't that pretty? It's such a soft and gentle colour, isn't it? And Lilac's message is strengthen your faith. Now, I think we're all being really challenged right now on what, our beliefs are and where our faith lies. Wouldn't you agree? So with strengthening in our faith, we really need to just step into ourselves internally and activate our own intuition and really increase our own psychic abilities, because we actually all have that innate ability in ourselves. So with this soft, gentle colour, let it encourage you to expand your spiritual awareness and strengthen your connection with the divine. Because lilac can help you free yourself from old patterns and regain your inner power. So strengthen your faith by bathing yourself in the magnificent lilac light. Imagine that you've got lilac light just bathing around you. Look, too often people give up just before something incredible is about to occur, and the colour of lilac is there to remind us to have faith in the divine. A lot of the time we will reject the divine, thinking something that we can't see can't be true. Right now we're really asked to be in evaluation of where our faith lays and really trust in our innate knowing of ourselves, Now the fourth and final card out of the oracle cards of colour that were drawn today is purple, and its message is develop mental clarity. So here we go. We've moved from indigo, improving our vision, through to plum, overcoming our challenges, into lilac. We've gotten over our challenges, we've cleared our vision, and now we're into lilac, stepping into our faith. So we're just regathering ourselves here. And then into the purple to develop mental clarity. So what does that mean for you? My clarity around what I want to call in or how I want life to look can be very different from yours. So right now we're all being asked to really develop some clarity about life as we know it. How do we want it to look? How do we want life moving forward after all our self-isolation time to actually be? And how meaningful is every single action that we have in our day? And how important is it that we do that? We've spent so much time wasting time. I know I have. Spent so much time wasting time on mindless things that are just wasting this precious life. What will you do with this precious life? What will you want to dream in? Where do you dare to strengthen your faith and really trust in your innate purpose to be able to shine? So, look, the colour purple in general actually really helps with eyesight and hearing, because it brings back, and if you've got an issue with your sense of smell, this colour is actually a good one for it as well. Purple, from a holistic point of view, purple is used for treating ailments for things like rheumatism and pain, healing of the bones even, and it creates a connection between you, your mind, your body, your soul, brings that positivity and success. you know, to your mind as well. You can use different coloured candles if you want to invite in certain colours, but honestly, your visualization right now is probably the most important thing that you're being asked to access. So trust your faith that you can visualize this, just focusing on bringing in these different hues of the purple range and the indigo range into your third eye. Flick this around now. So the one thing that I do encourage people to do is to practice the art of colour breathing. You know, so if you're laying down and relaxing, you can do this just before you go to sleep. Just imagine that you've got literally a hole right there in your third eye between your brows. And imagine your breath. Just notice and be aware of your breath, but imagine it's breathing through here. In and out, you're breathing through this great, big, amazing vortex in the middle of your forehead. Now, add the element of visualizing the color of indigo. Make it that beautiful dance between electric blue and purple, you know, those gorgeous indigo stained glass windows that you see in the old churches. And imagine that color as just breathing in and out through this beautiful, let it go where it needs to flow to, and bathing your mind. And this will help you bring the clarity to your mind, because we're all up here now overthinking in a really big way, aren't we? We're all thinking, you know, what's next? What do we do now? And, you know, and so forth. So rather than thinking, actually step into that message of the Lilac Oracle of trusting your faith. We don't have to see everything way ahead. We don't have to see that far ahead. We just have to see right here, right now. This is all we've got control over, our thoughts and feelings in the moment by moment, the minuscule little moments right now. So here we're asked to really nurture ourselves and really tap into ourselves, stop outwardly looking and inwardly seeing. Does that make sense? Yeah? Yeah. Trust that. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Yeah. So I hope you had some takeaways from that tonight. If you've got any questions at all, feel free to hit me up. As I said before, I'm not an absolute expert on all of the crystals. I just do come to know the ones that I work with here in my wellness room. And all of them are a little bit lonely at the moment because they haven't had a client base coming through every single day. So I'm beaming them to you. You know, so it's a real gift to be able to share them with you today. And I'm just going to flick over here so that you can see Tiny got all tuckered out. There he is. Now, those of you that have been in the last couple of months into my practice, you would have met Tiny. And you can see that he's almost doubled in size now. Hi, Dale. Good to see you. Can't wait for you to meet Tiny. Yeah, but he's a great buddy and he's become a crystal keeper. So he's a lovely little guardian of this room as well. So I hope you enjoyed that. The other thing that I wanted to share with you about is the amethyst point that's in the middle of that crystal grid. We'll just go quickly back onto that. Did you know once upon a time amethyst was carried in the pockets of the Greeks because they thought it was going to be a cure for drunkenness? Very interesting considering it's all about the mind and the third eye, isn't it? Yeah, so something to think about. All right, blessings on the rest of your evening. Have an amazing Sunday tomorrow. Remember, trust yourself. Try your colour breathing tonight as you're laying down to go to sleep. Let me know how it went for you. All right, peace out. If you're just tuning in now, just catch the replay of this once we get off. You have an amazing night and talk to you soon.